Okay, so this is the latest movie that I'm gonna make here. This is gonna be about Blizzcon, and this one I have no time to edit whatsoever, so we'll get right to it. Um, when you first purchase the Blizzcon virtual ticket, there's a little player add-on thingamajiggy that you download. It puts a shortcut on your desktop and a little icon here in your toolbar, whatever it's called. Array V is the player. Anyway, when you want to watch that, you just double click and it opens your browser. And this is the Blizzcon site. Before I downloaded, this main area here had just a little icon in it right in the middle saying, update, download the player. So what you have in here, BlizzCon was all happening over 2 days. In here you have the main stage, development stage, tournament stage for RTS, and WoW. And in columns you have times when stuff was happening. So let's say on Friday at 10 a.m. or 10:30, sorry, it started. That was the pre-show, then opening ceremony, and so on and so forth. You have just bunch of stuff, and I'll show you some of it later. And then on Saturday it's the same thing. It starts a little earlier with tournaments starting at 10, and then some interesting stuff starting at 10:30, and it goes from there until 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. Anyway, it's really cool. This is the schedule. You can turn the schedule off, and then you get to watch whatever the live show is at the time. However, we gotta log in there, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let me turn this off before I type any info in. So we logged in, we're in here, and as you can see, even though it's BlizzCon is over, you can watch any of the ceremonies. I believe you have a week to watch them all, or just over a week. I haven't checked that exactly, but it doesn't really matter at this point. You get plenty of time to watch everything, including the concert and everything for the closing ceremonies, which was the Tenacious D concert, which was to me probably the coolest part of this whole thing. Anyway, I wasn't sure. This is the first time I sort of got the footage, or the virtual ticket rather, for it. Wasn't sure if it was worth it, but I gotta say, if you're a Blizzard gamer, then yeah, not too many things are worth getting for $40, but this probably is. If you're a really big fan, there's some really cool stuff in here. Overall, as far as groundbreaking information and news stuff, well, it's not only was disappointing, there was none. Literally nothing new that I can think of, other than maybe some Diablo 3 information. But although I like Diablo, I wasn't all that into it. You basically watched BlizzCon for Warcraft info. StarCraft 2 I didn't care for at all. I bought it. I bought the CE edition, liked it, but RTS games are for me hard to get excited about, even if they're good. You also get the virtual pet in the World of Warcraft, which is additional bonus. Bunch of stuff you can buy from their store that's not normally there, which I don't really care about, because that's just money wasted in my opinion. However, this footage that you can watch multiple times, footage you can watch even if you're not there for the live thing, that's really cool. Being able to watch the Tenacious D, the closing ceremonies, some of the World of Warcraft panels, that was worth it right there for me. I haven't even watched a single thing here about StarCraft 2 that they had, and I don't care much for it. Probably won't watch any of them at all. I'll probably watch the Diablo 3 one, probably some of it. It's like an hour long. I don't feel it's deserving of an hour of my time. I'd rather spend it playing WoW, to be honest. You know, the World of Warcraft art panel for an hour. That's cool. The Q&A sessions for World of Warcraft. You know, out of every 5 questions asked, you get 1 that's decent and 3 that are ridiculously retarded and 1 that's somewhere in the middle. So overall Q&A is kind of a thing, nothing exciting, but it's still worth watching, I think. Something interesting or funny or amusing always comes up in there. We're looking at Friday now? No, Saturday. On Friday, opening ceremony. I haven't watched it. I watched the pre-show, and for some reason I haven't watched the opening ceremony. I haven't watched much of the Friday stuff, but World of Warcraft Dungeons and Raids, I'll watch that just to see what they, you know, talk about. What do we have to Quest and Lore? That's something I would definitely want to watch. Costume, Song and Dance Contest. I haven't finished it. I watched like an hour ago, but it's 2.5 hours long. That's something I have to watch for sure. One of the sort of key things in any BlizzCon is the Costume, Song and Dance Contest and the concert at the end. You know, plus the virtual pet. And that's like the 3 big things. Everything else is a bonus. I gotta say, it's very disappointing that they put all the show on and did not include any you know, new stuff on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how this works. Depending on your internet connection, it might or might not work properly. So since I'm mostly interested in World of Warcraft, let's see the lore panel. You just click on it. It loads. It tends to choke a bit,
to the best of our ability, which sometimes may not be all that great.
and it didn't this time, which is awesome. As you can see, it's fantastic quality, just outstanding quality.
Tell the kids you love them.
I do love you.
See?
All of you.
See? It's all about the
Now,
love.
what I do is make it full screen.
Wow.
And
yeah,
this is how I watch it.
Going with the Q&A at your leisure.
Yeah, let's line up.
Go, go, go.
I let it go for a couple of minutes so you can sort of get a feel for what's going on.
I have a question about kind of quests and lore. Do you guys ever plan to do something again on the scale of AQ and the gates of that? Cross-faction, you know, that whole, I guess, it was just a very different kind of quest and lore that scaled like just beyond your quest.
Like the whole build-up event?
Oh yeah, I mean, I got to see the AQ gates open on my server, and that was really cool, and there's just never been anything else like it.
Yeah, I implemented that event, and you can tell because of the math behind all the crap you had to collect. That's designer math. Yeah, it's one of those things that you, in your mind, in the past, it's really nice and fun. We definitely want to do more one-time events, but probably more of them, more like what you see with world events currently in holidays. But on smaller scales, like we may at some point in the future, I don't want to say never, do that crazy AQ moment, but for now, smaller, cooler moments.
Well put.
Hi. So I'm sure a lot of people have this question for you guys all the time, but when are we going to see another caster legendary weapon that's not a mace?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Write this down.
Something I could use, maybe. I'm a mage, so I got like a little knife and a big stick.
So here's the question.
Okay.
What would make you happy?
An answer that's not never.
No. Seriously, what would make you happy? What do you see?
Not a win.
A stick! The big stick, how about that?
A big stick, all right.
Craig Street, you out here somewhere? Someone take notes? Staff, you got it. It's coming.
So, we're almost 2 expansions past Outland now. I was wondering if we're ever going to hear what happened to High General Terrellian. because that guy was just the man.
You want to take this, or you want to take it?
We have every intention of dealing with that character in an epic and impossibly bold way, but we're still chewing on that one. But certainly we want to leverage him in a super mega way. No plan yet.
You're gonna love it though. When you're back.
Damn right.
Is there going to be anything in Cataclysm involving the Caverns of Time or furthering the Infinite Dragonflight's plans?
Alex?
Don't say it. You can count on it. Yeah. Something.
And it's so bad.